all of you, anyone who wants to speak, answer something, please unmute and speak, and then you mute yourself. Just a minute. Yeah. So I have sent both the modules to Rasmi Madam. I think she should circulate it today or day after, whatever. Only problem is I forgot to send it earlier. Okay. So now, do you know what is the module 3? Good. So she has already sent. Any one of you is aware what is there in module 3 of your course? As I understand, it is about leadership. And at least some of you, can you define what is a leadership? Who is a leader? How you define leadership? Anyone?
Leadership should be a decision maker.
One by one. Samir.
Sir, leader is one who inspires others and motivates.
Okay, inspire others and motivate.
A leader should be initiative, sir.
Leader should?
Initiative, sir.
Have initiative, okay.
Coordinate and regulate.
Coordinate and regulate. Samir Bhal, you wanted to say something?
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yes. Leaders has to be a bold and dynamic so that he can able to take the decision on time to save the business and save their inmates or subordinates.
Okay.
Sir, leader should be manage all these things.
Nachiket, who wants to speak?
Sir, directing a group of people.
One by one. That is why they have put you on mute. Raise your hand, I will call your name. Yeah. Nachiketa Mahapatra. You can speak now.
Sir, who leads from the front, sir.
Okay. Devi Datta Pradhan.
Sir, Bhavani, sir.
Bhavani, wait. Just I will call your name. Devi Datta Pradhan.
To manage it and to complete a goal by people's affection.
We were talking about affection. Okay. Aditi Sahu.
Good evening, sir. Sir, leadership is a person who organizes the manage and he is leading, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, budgeting in his organization.
So if he doesn't do budgeting and all or whatever action you have said, he is not a leader. We'll discuss about that. Bhavani, you want to say something?
Sir.
Sir, good morning, sir. Good evening, sir.
Wait, Ghasiram Bagh, wait. Bhavani, let Bhavani speak.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
सर मतलब एक लीडर ऐसा होना चाहिए जो टीम को आगे तक लेके जाए और खुद फ्रंट पे लीड करे और दूसरे जो उसका टीममेट है उनको सपोर्ट करे एट एनी स्टेज ऑफ मतलब काम के लिए और पर्सनल जो भी है मोटिवेट करे. ये सब एक लीडर में होना चाहिए सर.
Okay. Then Rajiv Khatoi. Aditi, you can put down your hand.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yagya Seni.
Yes, sir. That's why successful leader is leading with the heart, not just head.
Who is speaking?
Yes. That's why.
Who is speaking now? Please stop cross-talk. If you start speaking like you are in a market, then there is no point in talking. Yagya Seni, please speak.
Yes, sir. Leading a group of people in an organization that called leader.
So it has to be in an organization. It can be anywhere.
A group of people like Nabin Patnaik, also our leader.
So is he working in an organization?
Hello, sir.
The CEO is the leader.
CEO is the
Hello,
leader.
sir.
Yes.
Wait. Then there are 3 persons there, all their photo are there, but their name is not there. So I can't take their name. Photo daloge to I cannot do anything. You please put your name so that I can take your name. Photo dekh ke kya karenge? Ghasiram Bagh, please tell me. Ghasiram Bagh, please speak.
Hello. Hello, sir. Leader is someone whom people follow.
Leader is someone whom people follow.
लीडर वही होता है सर जिसके जो सबको लेके चलता है।
सबको लेके चलता है का मतलब क्या है?
सबके मतामत लेता है, ओपिनियन लेता है सर, उसके बाद डिसीजन लेता है।
Okay.
Sir, good evening, sir. Sir, myself Deepak, sir. Sir, in my point of view, a leader can be stated as simple 2 lines. Like a leader should always focus on to develop its team skills and also to make them full potential, so that they can establish a true relationship between them, between the employees and the leader, and they can establish a trusting organization who is going to be successful. सर मतलब अगर सिंपली बोला जाए कि अपने एम्प्लॉय का पोटेंशियल को डेवलप करना, उनको उनका जो भी मतलब खुद को डेवलप करने के साथ अपने टीम को भी डेवलप करना, फिर उनके और खुद के बीच में एक ऐसा रिलेशन एस्टेब्लिश करना ताकि कोई भी ऐसा टास्क आए वो लोग फुल्ली कॉन्फिडेंस होके आज ए टीम काम करे उसको सक्सेसफुल करने के लिए।
Okay. Robin Raut.
Good evening, sir.
A
leader is a person who influences a group of people towards the achievement of goal.
Can achieve the goal.
Yes, sir.
Dev.
Sir, a leader is someone who is able to do the task which is given to him with the help of his team, and along with he takes care the welfare of his people.
Okay. Pratik Punya Slok.
So, in simple word, I think leader is someone who empowered others' mind.
Empowers others' mind. How can you empower somebody's mind? Okay. Kolana Prasanthi.
Yes, sir. Everyone has said the same thing, the right thing. Adding to it, I can even say that leadership is a person who can make the other person as a leader. The same qualities he can share, and he can train the other person as a leader.
So a leader will make another leader, then only he is a leader.
Because he should have that
Let us
qualities.
See. Okay. Aparna Mahapatra. Aparna Mahapatra. Those who have finished, please put down your hand. Aparna Mahapatra. You want to say something or no? Okay. Next is.
Hello, sir. Aparna Mahapatra. Sir, leadership is about taking risk and challenging. Or a leader is someone who motivate other to achieve something new and better.
New and better. Okay. And Amit Baral, you have said?
Yes, sir. So leadership is directing and motivating the group of people to achieve a particular goal.
To achieve a particular goal. Mantu Jena.
Yes, sir. Leader is someone who leads or commands the organization or country to have a vision or ensure the team to achieve their goal, like that.
So he commands the country or commands the team. Okay, we'll just try to discuss. I will show you some slide and then we will discuss.
Hello, sir.
Okay.
So I don't know if I have shared. I have not shared that.
A leader is a,
You want to speak something?
yes, sir.
Okay, speak.
A leader is the one in the charge and convince other people to follow him.
Convince other people to follow. Okay.
He is in charge.
He is in charge. Okay, we'll see.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Subrat Kumar Mahapatra is
Not Mahapatra, Subrat Kumar Pentoi. Sir,
Pen-
good evening. This side Subrat Kumar.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Good
The
evening.
leaders.
Please tell. Yeah. Subrat, please tell what you want to say. Let us quickly do that. Mute hegala puni. Subrat, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. Tell me.
Yes, sir. Sir, I want to say what is the leadership. As per my point of view, anyone can enter into a leadership with a good support, motivation, principles, something like etc.
Principles.
This is my point of view. Might be I'm wrong.
Good evening, sir. Sir, a leader who can lead his team in a right path to achieve a particular goal, actually.
So if he fails, he is not a leader.
His job is to guide his team in a right path, sir.
No, I'm saying he doesn't achieve. He fails. He is unable to achieve. So whether he will still
He will try to achieve the goal, sir. It's about the process.
It is about the process. It is not about the goal.
Right.
Okay. Next, Barsa Mahanti.
Good evening, sir. Sir, leadership is the art of motivating a group of people to act toward achieving a common goal.
And if the goal is wrong, if it is a bad goal,
No, sir, good goal.
it has to be a good goal. So he can be a leader even of a terrorist organization. He can motivate people to achieve something very, very dangerous. And Rajan Das, someone who can take a decision at what you have said. Those who have finished, please put down your hand so that I know who is there. Bhagyasri Swai.
Sir, a leader is someone who guides and inspires his group to achieve some goal, a certain goal.
Guides and inspire the team to achieve certain goal. And if the goal is achieved, then only he is a leader, or without achieving anything can be also a leader. My question is whether a leader can fail. Suppose the team fails, whether the leader is leader or not a leader.
Yes. So even if a team fails, then he will be a leader also, sir.
Okay. And S. Kumar, who is S. Kumar? Where are you? If you raise your hand, your name will come to the front. I will be able to see you. So please raise your hand and then I can call you. Rather than giving me a message, it is better you raise your hand. Okay. So now we have at least some definitions of leadership. Basically, it should motivate. Okay. And people should be able to perform under his leadership. That is what most of you have said. Nigavananda Sahu still wants to say something, please.
Sir, କହିଲେ leadership ର ପ୍ରକୃତ example ଭଗବାନ କୃଷ୍ଣ ଅର୍ଜୁନକୁ ମାନେ କ୍ରିଟିକାଲ ସିଚୁଏସନ
ଭଏସ ଟା ତମ ଭଏସ କିଛି ଶୁଣା ଯାଉନି. So let us हाँ ଶୁଭା ଯାଉଛି ଯେ ସେ ପୁରା ରହି କେମିତି ଆସୁଛି କୁହ. ନାଇଁ ସେ Voice break hoji chhado. Nigamananda will hear you some other time. Divya Jyoti Priyadarshini or something. Priyadarshini. Please.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, the leadership quality who leads others, the people who follow the leader.
People who follow the leader. So a leader should have some follower. That is what you are saying. Okay.
Yes.
So now let us get into the slides I have made and see what does it mean. Oh, those who have raised your hand, please put down your hand. We'll see. So module 3 is about leadership. Now, ethical leadership and value system. So this is the part one, starting point of your module 3. You have the courses of studies with you?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
And
sir.
Module 1 and 2, whatever I have done, have you seen whether it is as per that or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And module 3, the starting point is this or something else is there?
No, sir. Starting point is correct. Ethical leadership and value system.
Okay. Now, why are we talking of ethical leadership and value system? A leadership can be unethical. Or a leader can be unethical.
No, sir. Ethical.
Yes, sir.
He can be unethical.
Can be, sir.
Yes, sir. He can be also unethical.
So,
Like
unethical.
Hitler, sir.
Pablo Escobar.
Like Hitler, sir.
But do you consider anywhere you, when you talk of leadership, do you give example or is anyone quotes the example of Hitler, Pablo Escobar, or those terrorist heads and all? Does anyone quote? Consider them as leader.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard somewhere?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Hitler.
Sir, Hitler is a leader. Osama bin Laden is a leader.
किसके साथ कौन बात कर रहा है, इसीलिए माइक सबका म्यूट होना चाहिए. Unnecessary. Hitler was considered as a leader.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
When you study about leadership, do you find the examples of Hitler?
Hitler is not a leader, sir.
Sir, Hitler is a leader, sir.
और किसी
No,
के
sir.
someone in the background of someone, somebody is talking, and please switch off your mic. Someone, I don't know who, but please do that. It is disturbing quite a lot. Somebody's friends or someone are talking behind him.
Sir, Hitler was a leader, but he was a dictator also.
But why are you? My question, is it not clear to you people? I am asking only one thing. Anywhere have you seen Hitler being given an example as a leader? You are saying yes, I have no problem with that.
No, sir.
I am saying, have you anywhere heard Hitler
No,
as a
sir. Hitler. No, sir.
So that is what I am
Hitler
saying.
is dictator.
So whenever we are talking of leadership, it should be ethical. There is no point in becoming an unethical leader. Killing someone is not leadership. We talked of motivating, making people to achieve their best. All that we have talked, no? Can you motivate someone in your team without being ethical? Let us talk of
no, sir.
Yeah. Some people may get motivated like the extremists, they get motivated, but that's not what we are talking about. We are talking about leading a business. We are talking about leading an organization. We are talking about achieving some constructive goal. We are not talking about organizing something which is totally unethical. We are not talking about that. We are talking about running a business. We are here to study business ethics. So in this context, the point of leadership generally should be ethical. There is no point in unethical leadership. So what it says is ethical leadership and value system. And where from this ethical leadership will come. It will come from the value the leader follows. So the best leader exhibits both their core values and their ethics in their leadership style and actions. First and foremost, if the leader does not respect values, if he doesn't behave ethically in his action, is there any chance that people will follow?
No, sir.
Please
No, sir.
No, sir.
consider, whenever you are answering, please consider this in this working sphere you are in. Suppose in your office, one of your superior shows partiality blatantly. He doesn't bother about anybody's quality, qualification, sincerity, nothing. He only prefers those who are very close to him and they are always pleasing him. So that point of time, can that organization survive with that type of leadership?
Absolutely not, sir.
Okay. So that is where the first and foremost, the leader has to exhibit some values and also be ethical in his action and leadership style. He has to be impartial. He has to be caring. He has to be seen as a promoting. Actually, one of your friends, I don't know who, said that the leader should create another leader. That is the ideal situation. But in present world, no, people are afraid of creating another leader. अपना कुर्सी कौन देगा किसको? In the present context of both
Right, sir.
center and state, you don't have second leader. You have only one leader. And the second leader is not a leader. He is running from the behind. So that is the issue. Okay. Then leadership, ethics and values should be visible because the leader live with them every single day through his actions. So his actions should reflect his values and ethical orientation, because he has to demonstrate for the team to follow. If leaders never demonstrate the values in the workplaces, the mistrust by members is understandable. People will never trust him. And without trust, there cannot be a team. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
You may follow someone out of fear. There is like Hitler or someone who is a dictator, like what is happening in Afghanistan nowadays. People may follow, but there will be resentment always. It will not be a natural flow or natural fellowship. So that is why the leader has to be very demonstrative. If leaders have identified and share their values, living the values daily, trust is created. To say one thing and to do another thing will damage the trust possibly forever. Leaders that exhibit ethical behavior powerfully influence the actions of others or the team. So basically, this first slide or whatever I am showing you is emphasizing on ethical leadership and a proper value system. So whenever you are defining a leader, there has to be some ethical thing in his behavior, in his action. He can't be partial. He can't be racial. He can't be discriminating. He can't be losing his cool time and again. He can't be close to ideas, new ideas. He has to encourage new ideas. He has to listen to every member of the team. Somebody may say something which is totally absurd, but he has to understand his views, examine it properly, and give everybody a chance to be a part of that. So demonstrated values are more effective than written or spoken values. Action speaks louder. There are rules everywhere. Do you know which is the bulkiest constitution of a country? Which is the largest constitution? One of the largest, if not the largest.
Indian Constitution.
Which is the smallest?
US, sir.
British.
America, sir. America, US.
Sir, British has no constitution.
British have
No, they have.
No written constitution.
They have constitution. Just a
Yes, sir,
minute.
no written constitution.
No written.
Just a minute. So US has the least number of things in its constitution, and India has maximum things in its constitution. And do you know in 75 years how many amendments we have made? Many. And in
106.
And in American system, they have still not made these number of constitution, even though they have been being a democracy more than 50 years. And their conventions are very strictly followed. Many things are not written, but if put in practice, and the next group follows that very methodically. In India, people do not even follow what is written. So what it's trying to say is action speaks louder than what is there in the book. In India, we know there are laws, and how they are implemented, that all we also know. Everyone is ready to find some loopholes in the law and take advantage of that. You make a law, next day there is some shortcut to that. So you again make a law, again there is some loopholes in that. So that is how our system is increasing every day. Written values that reinforce and support specific action are also necessary, but written things are also necessary. It is not that without written things you can only go by demonstrated values and work systematically. Because if suppose somebody is joining your organization very recently, he has not spent time with the organization for long, how will he understand what the organization does or how the organization does a particular thing? He will only understand if there is a procedure, at least some code of conduct type of thing. Yes or no? Once you read through that, then you know that minimum things are like this, so you can start working immediately. But suppose you are only asked to, if you are only asked to see what people are doing and then start working, then you may take ages to get accustomed to the right thing. So ultimately, demonstrated actions and values and some written documents will go together. So the leader should demonstrate what he believes in, and he should also prescribe a code of conduct for the team leaders, members to follow. There should be some common understanding and things to be done. Then next part is moral and ethics. How are they different? I have given 2-3 lines, but can anybody tell me how are they different? Moral has come from the Greek word mos, which means customs. On the other hand, if you talk about ethics, it is also derived from a Greek word called ethikos, which means character. So what is character? What is a character? What is defined as character?
Sir, moral is nautic and ethics is nautikata.
Moral is naitik and ethic is naitikata. So what is the difference?
Different.
Difference.
Exactly, yeah, sir. Exactly, I can't explain, but I just understood that though both.
Where from you got that understanding?
Yeah.
Sir, ethics are practical, but morals are not.
Unpractical things can be moral. Can you give an example? See, the basic difference is moral is by a group of people.
Okay.
And ethics is depends on the individual itself. You take the example of, suppose we are talking of a people from a particular society, particular place. Let us take geographical place, Bhubaneswar, Cuttack or something, or Sambalpur, Berhampur, whatever you want to take. Particular background, if you live in a closed area or in a very well-neated place, or you are very close to each other. Now from that background, 3 persons come out as doctor, lawyer and engineer. So is ethics for these 3 are different and moral is different or not? Whatever. Can anybody tell me? See, my question is clear.
Yes, sir. Ethics may be different, but moral
Maybe
may
different.
same.
Ethics is different. The engineer has a different ethics. Doctor has a different ethics. Lawyer has a different ethics as per the practice of that profession. Okay.
Yes.
And they may be of the same background, following the same customs, same moral values. Yes or no?
Yes.
So,
Yes, sir.
so that is how it is. The difference is there. So generally, moral is by a group, or established by a group. It will vary from one place to another. It will vary from group to group. There will be maybe language, caste, creed, and all biases may be there. You know, various religion, they follow various moral codes. And but you know, suppose from two religion, two persons enter into medical practice. Can it be that they will have two different ethics? No. Medical
No,
practice has a particular set of ethics. So both, even though they are from different background, having different moral values, have to practice or have to do the same thing. They cannot deviate that way. A lawyer of a different religion can't behave in his own way. He can't do that. He has to behave in a particular way, being a lawyer.
Got
So
it, sir.
that is the
Sir, I have an example in moral and ethics.
Please give an example. Okay. Who is
Sir,
speaking?
Bhavani sir. Sir, Bhavani sir.
Okay. Bhavani, go.
Sir, actually ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମର ସ୍କୁଲ ର ବ୍ୟାଚ୍ ଫିଷ୍ଟ ହୁଏ କି 20 years later या 20 years ପରେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ସବୁ ଲୋକ ଅନ୍ୟ ଅନ୍ୟ ଡିପାର୍ଟମେଣ୍ଟ ରେ କାମ କରନ୍ତି ବଟ୍ ବ୍ୟାଚ୍ ଫିଷ୍ଟ ରେ ଏକଟିଆ ମାନେ ଗୋଟେ ଜାଗାରେ ଆସିକି ଗୋଟେ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର ମୋରାଲିଟି ରହେ କି ଆମ ଗୋଟେ ବ୍ୟାଚ୍ ରେ ପଢୁଥିଲେ ସେଟା ହଉଛି ସାର୍ ଗୋଟେ ଭଲ ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ହେଇପାରିବ।
ମୋରାଲିଟି ରହେ ମାନେ କଣ ମୁଁ ବୁଝିପାରିଲି ଏଥିରେ ମୋରାଲ କଣ ଅଛି?
ସାର୍ ମୋରାଲ ମାନେ ହଉଛି ସାର୍ ଗୋଟେ ମାନେ କନସେପ୍ଟ ରହିଲେ କି ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ବ୍ୟାଚ୍ ରେ ପଢୁଥିଲେ ସାଙ୍ଗ ହିଁ ପଢୁଥିଲେ ତ ଗେଟ୍ ଟୁଗେଦର ଟାଇପ ର ସାର୍ ଯୋଉ ମାନେ ଯେମିତି କି 20 ବର୍ଷ 25 ବର୍ଷ ତଳର ବ୍ୟାଚ୍ ଫିଷ୍ଟ ର ମିଟିଂ ଟା
ରିୟୁନିୟନ ଟା କେମିତି ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ହେଲା ମୁଁ କିଛି ବୁଝିପାରିଲି। Anyone who is clear about what Bhavani is saying?
Yeah, sir. I can explain that. This is Subrat Kumar. What I understood, sir, the moral that means the society culture might be different, but ethics means that would be same. I mean, if which country, I mean, we are doing as a professional doctor, and it might be from any moral. I mean, from any different culture.
Actually, let us not get into that. But what I was saying is Bhavani's example I could not understand. What I explained.
Actually, ମୁଁ ଏଇଟା କହିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଥିଲି କି ସାର୍ କି ଯେମିତି ଗୋଟେ କ୍ଲାସ ରେ 20 ଜଣ ପିଲା ପଢୁଥିଲେ ସାର୍ 20 ଜଣରୁ କିଏ ଡକ୍ଟର କିଏ ଟିଚର କିଏ ଫାର୍ମର କିଏ ଇଞ୍ଜିନିୟର କିଏ ବିଜନେସମ୍ୟାନ ଯେତେବେଳେ ତାଙ୍କ ବ୍ୟାଚ୍ ଫିଷ୍ଟ ହୁଏ ସେମାନେ ଗୋଟେ ଜାଗାରେ ବସିକି ଗୋଟେ ମାନେ ସେମ୍ କ୍ଲାସ ର ତାଙ୍କ ଡେବ୍ୟୁ ମାନେ ସେମ୍ କ୍ଲାସ ରେ ସେମ୍ ଗୋଟେ ଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଡାର୍ଡ ରେ ପଢୁଥିଲେ ଗୋଟେ ସ୍କୁଲ ରେ ପଢୁଥିଲେ ତ ଗୋଟେ ରୁଲ ନେଇକି ସ୍କୁଲ କୁ ଆସୁଥିଲେ 10ଟା ରୁ 4ଟା ଆସୁଥିଲେ ସେଟା ଗୋଟେ ମୋରାଲ ଆକ୍ଟିଭିଟି ସାର୍ ସେ ଯୋଉ କରୁଥିଲେ ସେଟା ମୋରାଲ ଆକ୍ଟିଭିଟି ର ସାର୍ ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ହେଇଗଲା। ଏଥିକ୍ସ ର ହଉଛି କି ସାର୍ ସେ ଅଲଗା ଅଲଗା ଡିଫରେଣ୍ଟ ଜୋନ ରେ ରହିକି ବି ସେ ମୋରାଲ ଗୋଟେ ଜାଗାରେ କ୍ରିଏଟ ହେଇପାରୁଛି।
ସ୍କୁଲ ରେ ପଢିଲା ବେଳକୁ students have a different ethics. Morality will depend on the background the person each student is from.
Sure, sir. Yes, sir.
If you I don't know if you have seen when you are studying, you will see people from students from business community. Their seriousness about study. I am not criticizing anyone, but I am seeing how you what is apparent in the system. If you see students from business communities, their approach to study is something different. If you see students from middle class working parents and all, you will see their approach to study is different. So there is a difference in morality, moral value.
सर इन ए स्कूल तो सर जहाँ भी अच्छी पीरियड तो सेम थी ना क्लास तो टीचर तो सेम थी मोराल तो गोटे ही रहिबो ना सर डिफरेंट केम थी सर गोटे स्कूल रो
काहे ना तमे मोराल टा को सेमती डिफाइन करछो बोली तुमको सेटा अलग अलग छी बे क्लास पीरियड संगे मोरालिटी रो कोन रिलेशन अछि
सर मोरालिटी गोटे ग्रुप रो सर टोटल गोटे
मोरालिटी और क्लास टाइमिंग सेम स्कूल एगुडा मोरालिटी संगे कोन रिलेशन अछि तार
सर सेम स्कूल नै सर मोरालिटी होची कि गोटे जगह रे गोटे लोग
माने डेफिनेशन ऑफ मोरल इज रॉन्ग
ठीक
मोरालिटी मु कहूची तुमको मोरालिटी इज क्लास रो टाइमिंग मोरालिटी स्कूल एगुडा नाही मोरालिटी इज हाउ दे आर ब्रॉट अप व्हाट दे थिंक अबाउट लाइफ हाउ दे टेक teachers respectfully or not, whether they अरे बाबा सेम क्लास रे सेम पीपल से 20 स्टूडेंट 30 स्टूडेंट रे देखियो the approach is different. Some are very serious. They
Yes,
are
sir.
they are very serious. They come timely and all because that is how they are brought up. Some people are casual. They don't bother in the same school, same class, same period. So
Yes, sir, you're
morality
right.
is how they behave. But character is what? When suppose some people are sincere but very serious. Some are happy-go-lucky. So ethics.
Sir, excuse me. I have a question. Can you correct me if it is right or wrong? Uh, I think that morality we taught morality by nature or from our environment, but ethics we taught from our profession.
Maybe
Is
correct.
that right?
Maybe
Yes.
80% correct. Yes.
Yes. So somewhat correct. It is basically, please remember, morality is set by a group. So there are some common values. So what Bhavani was trying to derive from this is because we are in a group. So class timing, same school, same everything he was hinting at. But the example was little off the mark. But group behavior or group response, group code of conduct is morality to some extent. Agreed. But if you start saying, ki, sir, because you are in the same class, same time, same period, your morals are same, may not be true. Okay. Is it, Bhavani, is it clear?
Sir, clear, sir.
Okay. And then ethics is, as I said, it is guided by what you are doing. And ethics also is guided by your approach towards your life. In the same background, two people will behave differently. In the same house, if there are 4 children, all may not be doing the same thing same way. Even though their values may be same, morality may be same, but their ethics will be different depending on their perception of that morality. Okay?
Yes, sir. You are
Sir,
right, sir.
is morality affect our ethical values or not?
It will. It will.
Yes.
Next is, so I have tried to put it in a tabular form. I don't know if it will help you, but try. Let me see. First is meaning. Morals are the beliefs of the individual or group as to what is right or wrong. Ethics are the guiding principles which help individual or group to decide what is good or bad. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Whether your action is good or bad will be decided by ethics. Morality will say there is a basic thing that helping others is good, harming others is bad. So that is how morality. But in a particular situation, suppose your help also is harming somebody, then you are ethically not correct. You know, there are in many cities, governments and the municipalities are discouraging giving anything in charity to the bhikaris, to the beggars. They are saying by this people, these peoples are unnecessarily crowding the traffic posts and all, and many are not even ready to work and earn something because they are getting something freely. Even when we talk of 5 rupees meals, which is available in Orissa and other things, if you talk to a agriculturist, he will always tell you कि sir एक रुपया का ये चावल और 5 रुपया का खाना has really spoiled everything. I'm not getting people to work in my field. So see the morality or the helping someone to stride over or get over hunger is good, but if that is turning them to be unproductive, then it can be unethical. So please understand the interrelation. I'm just giving an example. I'm not saying 5 rupees khana or 1 rupiya ka chawal band hona chahiye ya chalna chahiye. I'm not going into that, but I'm saying the effect will decide how it is that. Next is general principles set by a group is moral and response to a particular situation is ethics. Mos is means of custom, ethikos means character. Anyone who is from state government or somewhere where, you know, there was a word called CCR, confidential character report, which is now appraisal or something like that. Nowadays, HR people say that way. Anyone is aware of a CCR, confidential character report?
Yes, sir.
So what does it contain?
Sir, it is one-on-one. It will be like one-on-one with the. We'll be sitting with a manager. We'll be talking about the whole year experience, like whatever gone through.
But why it is called confidential character report? What character it says?
About us, ourselves, how we were working the whole
No,
year.
it will only say about how you are, what you are in the working condition. You may be a different person outside, but the officer or your boss will evaluate what you are as per your working condition. How you work, whether you are sincere, responsible, and all that. So character means that. Character always doesn't mean something like related to your personality or behavior in society and all. That is not. But character also can be your professional character. So that is how ethics has been derived from the word ethikos, which basically means character. So if you are very sincere in your work, generally you will be considered that you should be also ethical, based on the theories of deontology and all. Then governed by social and cultural norms. Moral is governed by individuals or legal and professional norms. That is ethics. So then next is moral deals with principles of right and wrong, and ethics deals with right and wrong conduct. It is more of towards the action, and moral is about guiding light. It is a beacon. Then basis of then the moral and ethics. Applicability in business. Moral has generally no application. Ethics have. You may come from different background, but you have to follow the same ethics in the business. That should be that is the difference. Consistency. Morals may differ from society to society and culture to culture. Ethics are generally uniform. Even if you are doing business in America or India or in Sri Lanka or some other place, the same company will should have a uniform ethics, but the moral values can be different. Simple example can be if you are working in US, you can call your boss in the first name, but when you are working in India, you should call generally by sir or something, sir, madam or something with respectfully. That is how we are brought up and that is how we see. But when you talk of sir, and you can start talking in the US, people will be laughing at you. So and in many Western countries, this is the standard. And here I don't know if you have seen big bosses in your office. The peon will be there near the car. He will be taking his luggage, his bag, and all other things. He will be taking it. The boss will be just getting down from the car and going into the office. So, but in other places that is not acceptable. Morally, this is not correct. When I was working for a Bahrain company, so when they were discussing with me for compensation, I said I need a driver. Then he asked me, the recruiter or the CEO was asking me, you don't know how to drive? Yes, I know how to drive, but then why are you asking for a driver? Because in our place, if you want to have some meeting, some places you will not find a parking place. So if you are with your own car and you will keep on searching for the parking place, and by that time you will be delayed for the meeting. So you need a driver to take care of your car. You go and rush into the meeting. So that type of example I give. He said, how is it? Yes, that is what we are. That is how we live. So that is where things are. So that is the difference. Then next is morals are expressed in the form of general rules and statements. Ethics are abstract. Abstract is what? What do you mean by abstract?
It's like a summary,
which is not particular.
That is one meaning of abstract, but here the meaning is different. So see, moral you can write down. Ethics, it is very difficult to write down, because two person in the same situation, two persons may have of the same background may have two different approach to that particular thing. So their ethics is little it's qualitative. It can't just be tell no right and wrong. Huh? If you follow deontology theory, as per rule, if you can tick yes. But every action, when you examine ethically, if you use utilitarian theory, or if you use deontological theory, or if you use virtue theory, the response will be different. So that is why it is abstract. It is still depends on the perception and the behavior of that person. Then freedom to think and choose. Morals you do not have. Ethics you have. But in many countries, many societies where there are free societies, you also have freedom to choose and think. But there are restrictive societies and restrictive groups where you do not have freedom to think. Now, in our country or in our place, respecting an elder is one of the moral values. But nowadays, even young people, children are questioning that. But in my generation, it was never questioned. But अभी पूछने से अरे क्यों छुए क्या है हम तो respectful हैं ऐसा ऐसा. So all that is there. But and morals also keep changing. Ethics also keep changing. But ethics, you have some freedom because same situation you can take two actions, and you have some freedom. So that is the difference between moral and ethics. Is it clear?
Sir, I have a question.
Please.
Sir, in 1978, under the leadership of Jim Jones, sir, 909 people committed suicide by drinking cyanide juice. So it will come under which part, sir?
Which part means? You are talking of morality.
Does it comes under moral without wrong moral?
See, there is nothing called a wrong moral or wrong ethics. Wrong things, these type of things, you should not bother about morality. Why are you? This cannot come into morality or ethical thing. This is totally out of mind thing. So this is madness, you can say. This can't be morality or ethics. Why you want to define it within these two, this action? Just because it is an action, it will fit in here, not necessary.
Okay, sir.
Whosoever that leader is, I don't know about him. I don't know.
He was Jim Jones.
No, but I don't know about him. Neither I know about the incident. But what I'm trying to tell you is, he may be those 900 people and the fellow who led them to death. They may be of some similar value. I agree, but that can't be moral part of that. So when somebody asks you what is the moral of the story, do you think that killing someone is moral of the story? Can you tell that? Always, when you talk of moral of a cinema, moral of a story, moral of a book, moral of a lesson, it's all positive outcome of that. Yes or no?
Right, sir.
And leading people to death, can it be ever positive?
No. So they were frightened by some political power, so that the community committed suicide, sir.
There are also examples in this world where the communities have been annihilated, like the Jews by Hitler. But still, you respect the Jews. We call them a fighting community because they have come out of that and they have established a country called Israel, and the Israel is excelling in many fields, being small, being surrounded by enemies every time, but still they are succeeding. People are now borrowing things from Israel. There are other communities also. I'm forgetting one of the in Iraq, in this Kurdish community. One of the lady got Nobel Peace Prize. I'm forgetting her name. I read her autobiography, but I'm forgetting her
Yusuf Jai.
Yusuf Jai, Malala,
Malala Yousafzai.
Malala Yousafzai is from Pakistan. I'm talking of someone from Iraq, Kurdistan.
Yes, she's from Pakistan.
I'm not talking of Malala. I'm talking of another. There was a small sub-community of Muslim, you know.
Yes,
And-
yes, sir.
And they were exploited. They were treated very badly.
Yazdi people, sir. Yazdi people.
Yazidi. And the lady, I don't remember her name. She had written an autobiography. She got also Peace Prize. And the exploitations are very bad. And all those leaders are. You can't say that they had some morality or they have some values. No, it's all bullshit. There is no morality, no ethics in that, in all these inhuman activities. So ethical issues of leader. First is justice. So justice is what? Law and justice are same?
No, sir.
Law is something which is written. Justice is something which is done fairly. Fairly, sorry.
Not fairly. It is done based on the law, but interpreted by the judge or by the situation or by the lawyer or something like that. Justice is the action, result of the law. How it is implemented. Yes or no?
Yes.
So an ethical leader is always fair and just. They have no favorites and they treat everyone equally. So tell me, when you motivate someone to die, how can he be called a leader? That we have to all think in that way. Respect others. An ethical leader shows respect to all members of the team by listening to them attentively, valuing their contributions, being compassionate, and in being generous while considering opposite viewpoints. Honesty is a particularly important to be an effective ethical leader because followers trust honest and dependable leaders. Ethical leaders convey fact transparently, no matter how unpopular they may be. So, when we were talking now about defining about leaders, when you start examining every leader, the present day leader with honesty, then it becomes a very difficult to find any such leader. Honesty is one thing which is lacking very much nowadays in the field of leadership. Being humane is one of the most revealing traits of a leader who is ethical and moral. Focus on team building. Many people have said this. Many of your friends have said this, that the team matters. The leader helps the team to grow, each individual to grow, each individual to achieve something better. So that is what is the issues of leaders. Value-driven decision making. In ethical leadership, all decisions are first checked to ensure that they are in accordance with the overall organizational values. Encourages initiative. Under an ethical leader, employees thrive and flourish. Leadership by example. Ethical leadership is about walk the talk. Values awareness. An ethical leader will regularly discuss the high values and expectations that they place on themselves, other employees, and the organization. So, they will, their value of, they will always be targeting something great. They will motivate you to do something big, positive, so that you also you feel good about yourself. Your value in your own eyes increases. If there is a target is given and the team achieves, there is no joy to describe that. But so motivating people to achieve something beyond their capacity is also one of the trait of a leader. No tolerance for ethical violations. So don't expect a leader of such high values to overlook or tolerate ethical violations. So if your team, some of the team members are unethical, a leader will never excuse them. He will take action against them. He will ensure that unethical actions are never tolerated or promoted, whosoever he may be. So these are the things which based on which a leadership can succeed. So I think we'll stop at this today because it is coming to 9 and next class we will try to finish this. Or if you want, I can go through these 2 slides if you want. But if you want me to stop, I can stop.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Let us
Yes,
stop
sir.
today, and we will take up in the next class. I don't know. 29th or some class may be shifted. There was a class on 29th, but because of today's class, this class may be shifted. Okay. Rasmi madam will know. And have you received the modules?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Please go through, and if the time permits, at the end we can discuss some of them.
Sir, class ଟା ଏମିତି କଲେ ଭଲ ଲାଗୁଛି।
Thank you.
ଏମିତି
କିଛି
କଲେ
question
ଭଲ
ମିଳିବ?
ଲାଗୁଛି। Question
Sir,
କଣ?
your class, your classes are very informative.
Sir,
Question
actually,
कौन?
he meant to say that your way of studying, way of teaching is very good.
No,
Very
that
nice.
is okay. But I am asking किसी question मिलिबो. Somebody is asking some किसी question मिलिबो. I don't know why he is expecting questions from me.
Will be in next last class. Am I right, sir?
We can discuss whatever question coming to your mind. Please,
Yes, probably whatever coming, you can just give us in the last class.
ଏଟା
Right?
ପୁରା theory paper ନା ସେଥିପାଇଁ ପଚାରିଲି।
नहीं मैं बुझली तुम कथा जे. But I do not have a set of questions which if I tell you and you are expecting that to come in the exam, no, because I don't set exam question paper for you. DDC does it on their own. I don't set any paper. I don't evaluate. My job is to teach you. So if you have questions while going through the modules, you can ask me. I will try to explain. Okay.
Sir, on page number 83, all the questions have been written on business ethics book that has been provided by.
I have not seen that book. That book
Okay,
is
sir.
not given to me. I prepare the slides from my resources and try to come out with things. Actually, because this is no limited class, so I cannot give you, because I take on regular classes, I also take business ethics, but there the time is more. I can devote 4 or 5 classes to each module.
Sir, only one question. Sir, if you are teaching this subject to us, then question paper you'll be prepared for us, right?
No.
You're talking about you will not prepare for that, right?
No, I will not prepare.
So who will prepare, sir? Because you are teaching to us. This is funny question. I'm just yes.
DDC prepares it themselves.
DDC, anywhere DDC, there is no anyone can.
They have a mechanism. They have a team. I don't know if you are aware, but they have a team. They also evaluate the answers. I don't evaluate the answer script.
Okay, got it, sir. We thought you are just teaching to us that you will be prepared for question for exam.
No,
We thought
that is what generally is understood, but in DDC the model is little different.
Okay.
Distance education model is little different. It is good also. I really don't want to prepare questions and examine you people, because that becomes a difficult thing. Difficult thing in the sense ki, then their question will be, sir, humko kam mark mila, humko zyada mila, and all that. And all that will become ethics oriented, So
Yes,
for
sir.
me, it is difficult to go out of way and do something.
This
So
example is suitable for ethics.
No, so I'm happy doing what I'm doing. So please, if you have questions, you can talk to me in the last class or some class, and we will try to solve it.